Yeah.
Anybody here? Anybody here? Woohoo!
Go, go, go.
Through and flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. Yes. Good. Good. Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass. Go, go, go.
Through and flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up.
What's up, Sage Paw?
Ouse.
Still got problems. I think we got it, but I still got problems.
Good. Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes.
What you got as far as
Badass.
throwing? Bring it. Can do, Sage Paw.
Makai. Oh, yeah.
All right, who else just showed up? Who's here?
You gotta be careful, handsome, yeah.
Who is here?
House. Through. Rut. Good. House. Through. Rut. Good.
You guys gotta move. You gotta move. Watch this.
Fancy. Rut. Flash.
Woo!
Whoa. Come on, Eppie. Fancy. Through. Rut. Yes. Good man. Fancy. Through. Rut. Good man. Okay. Back. Squib. Go. Through. Fancy.
You want to read that dog and put yourself in the dog's line. Boom to pose and finish a skill. Almost there, almost there. It's exciting. One more minute. Cool little thing with Eppie. Holger is turning the wrong way.
My 90-degree move.
So that would be the normal way to turn. And it's hard to get the dog lined up that way.
It's a little tough, guys. Not exactly my strong point.
So turning the other way locks the dog in. We can talk about that if you want. It's not quite Throwing Thursday, but it's cool. So instead of going, turning towards him 90 degrees, I'm going 270 the other way.
Scoot.
So I would turn to the left to get there quickly and efficiently.
Stall.
But 3 rights makes a left. Right? So I can turn 1, 2, 3 to the right.
Awesome.
Oh, he's a badass. Yeah. Happy. All right. Oh man, come on. Give me the right camera. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Throwing Thursday. I'm your host, Ron. No mellow. I'm sorry, no mellow here. I've had some absolutely tremendous friggin' difficulties with the stream. Don't upgrade to Monterey. All right, here we go. Everything's great though. So, Sage Paw wanted to hear about throwing in the wind. Can do. can do. Throwing in the wind, if anybody else has anything they'd like to talk about or hear about, let me know. I will totally cover that. I think we have Facebook people here. I think I screwed up earlier, so yep, Facebook people are here. Welcome, Facebook people, DiscDoggers, somebody's watching from there. Jump in. You might need to go here if you're a Facebook user, so we can know who you are. That would be terrific. Anonymous Facebook users need to friend Restream. And I'm just trying to focus on YouTube. I'm trying to stay off of Facebook. I don't even have it loaded on my phone. So I do some stuff on the computer with Facebook, and other than that, I want it far away from me. But Facebook users, welcome. Come hook up with us on YouTube. Get over there, subscribe, ring the bell, do that thing. That's where I'm live streaming from. And as soon as I can get off of there, I'm going to get off of there too. I'd like to get to be independent on my own and have you guys come and watch a live stream at pvibe.com on some non-big giant company. So, all right, so we're going to talk about throwing in the wind. If you got issues throwing in the wind, you know, type dude, right? Yeah, dude. Everybody's got issues throwing in the wind. The first thing to do when you are training, face the wind, throw into the wind, right? You want to face the wind, you want to throw into the wind, get those discs sticking into the wind, yeah, right? Sticking into the wind, and make sure that you're able to accomplish the skill of throwing into the wind. Throwing into the wind holds discs up and makes them hover more, right? So first thing, face the wind. When you're throwing in the wind, you have to have more spin, right? So you have to have a shit ton more spin, right? Yep. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I think I'll go that way, Cassie. If the wind kicks up, don't avoid it, right? You need to learn how to throw in the wind. If you live by a beach and it's always windy at the beach, it's a good idea to get down there and play a little bit, right? That said, don't be a masochist with the wind, you know? Like, training all the time in the most adverse wind conditions isn't helpful in the long run, I don't think. I don't think it's helpful in the long run. You have to get some experience with a variety of wind conditions. That's the key, a variety of wind conditions. But again, like Cassie said, if you live in an area where it's always windy, you'll learn. And that is true. So one of the problems that we have when we are computing the wind is we don't have a framework for the recall of what happened in the wind, right? We're playing freestyle, we're doing this shit, we're throwing stuff all over, and you know, that one throw that I made, the fourth throw in my second sequence was all funky. I don't know what the hell happened, right? How do I fix it? Well, if you don't know what direction the wind was blowing when you threw it, you're in trouble, right? You need to be systematic with the wind. So one of the things that I've done recently, I do this, hey, mad strangulation charges. Okay. Hi. I might need a, funny. Yeah, I figured I might need, add to block list. There we go. We'll get rid of the big giant ASCII dildo in our chat. I'm gonna mark that down there. Right? I need I'm gonna need a Twitter or a Twitch moderator, I bet. That's good. I like that. That would be really cool. So anyway, you want to be systematic in your approach to the wind. Right? So you probably have a consistent wind direction on your field. You probably always play one direction because that wind is consistent and you always want to throw into the same direction in the wind, right? So what you can do is you can throw into the wind. You want to throw, so I use the four hands form, right? I use our four hands form into the wind. Here, we can do this. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Just talk about it, Ron. Do it. Do it. 1, 2. I had dogs that savaged my stuff. I gotta find discs, guys. I'm sorry. 2, 1, 2, 3. Do I have 4? No, I need one more. So my dogs savaged one of my discs. Yes, all right, there we go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to do something that I can repeat, right? So, I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do some throwing. It's on target, right? So I want to do something that I can repeat, right? So I'll do my four hands form. I'm going to go backhand to 2, sidearm to 1, push to 2, whoops, overhand wrist flip to 1, backhand to 2, sidearm to 1, right? Awesome. I throw that into the wind. Maybe I do that 3 or 4 times, right? And I get a feeling and some visual feedback on what happens, right? Ooh, this one went really, this one was fucked up. This push throw, don't throw that shit into the wind. Don't throw it in the wind. It doesn't work, right? So I want to get that information from into the wind. And then, like, so the wind is blowing to the camera. I'll put the net over here, 90 degrees. Remember, the wind is blowing to the camera. Now I'll do my four hands form here, right? With the wind coming this way, a crosswind, and I'll go backhand, sidearm, push, overhand wrist flip, backhand, sidearm. Awesome. This throw is great. This throw is terrible, right? Maybe I'll do a few reps of that. And then I will 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take that and I'll throw downwind with it, right? Ooh, this is dangerous. Yes. Yes, danger. Danger. So again, I will do the same thing, something formulaic and systematic. I'll go backhand, sidearm to 1, push to 2, overhand wrist flip to 1, backhand to 2, sidearm to 1, right? Do a couple reps there. Figure out which one's which one's good, right? I'll move it over here. Right? Three, 4, I'm missing one. Be nice to put one in the fucking net, right? You'll get the idea. I don't know where it went. So I'll go backhand to 2, sidearm to 1, watch out, push to 2, overhand wrist flip to 1, backhand to 2, sidearm to 1. And then I'll figure out how that wind coming at me from the left affected my throws. All right, now I want to talk about why that is what you want to do, why it's helpful, why you should do something like that. All right, and the reason that you should do something like that is that it's formulaic. It is a framework of sorts, and you can repeat it, right? And it's exactly the same throws, in exactly the same method, exactly the same distance, all that stuff, right? And then I can evaluate throwing into the wind versus throwing this way into the wind, with the wind coming from, I don't know, 6 o'clock. And then I can throw downwind. And I can relate downwind to into the wind with my backhand, my sidearm, my push, and my overhand wrist flip. Right? And that formulaic framework, that ability to repeat that, and that ability to know, think, and feel what it is, what that throw is, what that throw is, what that throw is, what that throw is, right? And how they work. Boom, 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 boom. And then when you put that into the wind, you use that as your reference point. Right? And you use that as your framework to analyze and evaluate what went down in the throws. Right? Does that make sense? Like that's super simple. We covered that 2021 in class. Patrons get access to class. If you're not a patron and you dig the content, you should totally do that. You know, you get access to me, you get access to goodies, some things early, stuff like that. Yeah. Yep. Awesome, awesome. Super cool. So that's a good exercise. Whatever you do, you want to be able to repeat it, and you want it to be something of a framework. You can do this freestyle trick. I could do rear cross backhand. So the wind is blowing at the camera. I could go, I could face the wind, bring my dog across, rear cross, sidearm, right? And then I want to turn 90 degrees to the wind and go rear cross, sidearm. And then I'll turn 180 degrees to the wind. I'll face downwind. I'll go rear cross, sidearm. Here, rear cross, sidearm. And then I have something similar in each direction. I'm not even on camera, am I? Funny. I have something similar in each direction, right? So what I did was I face the wind. I bring my dog in, rear cross, sidearm. I turn 90 degrees. I bring the dog in, rear cross, sidearm. I turn downwind, the dog comes in, I rear cross the dog, he turns away from me, sidearm. Bring him here, rear cross, sidearm, boom. And I've covered all 4 directions of the wind, right? And that'll give me a base level thing of how my sidearm works in each wind variation, right? So I think that is important. Along the same line, I don't want you to just do the 4 hands form, although I think if you were only going to do one thing, if you want a recipe for competent throwing in the wind, a recipe, just do this and you'll get better in the wind. Do the 4 hands form in all 4 directions. But the idea of creating a framework and then putting it in the 4 directions is really what you want to do. You want to do that with your flips, right? You'll find out really quickly that blocking the flip with your body is the way to throw it, and downwind is the way to throw vertical tosses and flips, the end, right? You want to do it with your butterflies, right? How many times have, a question, somebody type yes if they have purposefully done a butterfly into the wind, 90 degrees to the wind, downwind, and 270 degrees to the wind, like as an exercise with your throwing. Anybody, right? And we could probably have hundreds of people on here, and I don't think we'd get a yes out of that, right? And maybe someone here is super smart and super ingenious and curious and does that. I think something that's important to keep in mind, Sage Paw, is that throwing into the wind, it should be an exploration, a curiosity. You shouldn't be trying to climb Mount Everest and achieve your throwing ability. It should be more like exploring a cave, right? You want to explore what's happening. You don't want to climb to huge heights. You want to explore little things. You want to explore like ugly details. You want to explore things that you wouldn't ever really pay attention to. And I think that kind of exploration and uncovering is probably a better way to go after throwing than the wind throwing than goals and achievement. So that's kind of cool. Oh, good job, good job. Good job, Amber. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Join the cult. Join the cult. It's good. It's good. Framework, repeatable thing. Spin, you got to spin the shit out of the disc, right? Trying to think of how to talk about this. So with the wind, you have a headwind in relation to the wing of the disc, right? So when the wind is, or when the disc is going forward, right? When the disc is going forward, the wing experiences the headwind as it's going forward, right? So a headwind affects the wing, and it affects how stable the wing is. It affects how much it lifts or how much it applies its angle, right? So if it's kind of, if I throw it and it's going up a little bit and it's kind of turning to the right and it's cranking like this, the headwind is going to accentuate that movement, right? So the headwind is going to affect the wing and the up-down trajectory, the speed of the disc, right? In relation to the ground and of the disc itself. And the headwind is also going to affect the spin. So when it's spinning and it's hitting the headwind, the spin slows down. Right, so you have an effect on spin and an effect on the wing when you're throwing in the wind. So when let me put it to you this way. When we throw big distance, if we want to throw big distance and we want to get the most out of the disc that we can, right-handed throwers, a 7 o'clock tailwind, right? A 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tailwind is going to accentuate that spin, right? It's gonna increase the spin, and it's going to decrease the disc's desire to roll. So we get a more stable disc and we throw it harder, right? And further. And the spin won't get slowed down, so the wing will be more stable, right? If we have, that would be a tailwind from 7, 8 o'clock, right? From 4 o'clock, the wind is hitting here, right? And it's slowing that spin, and it will slow the spin. So in relation to the spin, we have a headwind from behind at 4 o'clock. And even though we have a tailwind in relation to the wing, right? When we throw into the wind is where this gets really, really important, right? So if I'm throwing into the wind and the wind is coming at me from 10 o'clock, that's going to be a headwind. Is that right? Hang on. No, it's a headwind, tailwind, I think. It's a headwind, tailwind from 10 o'clock. And from 2 o'clock, it's a headwind. So 2 o'clock into the wind is, with a backhand, is going to affect the disc the most. And that is really important on like big distance, right? When you're throwing far, you really want to keep that in mind. You can cheat to one side of the toss and fetch field and completely gain a headwind or tailwind advantage, right? You can completely do that. And that is really, really awesome, right? That's hugely helpful. If you need that extra 2 yards, or you need that extra half a second for that disc to be up in the air, being able to reliably compute which side of the field to go to pick up a little headwind or to pick up a little tailwind, or in your targeting as you're throwing distance, to be able to pick up a little headwind, pick up a little tailwind if you need to. That's a great skill to have. And you can start to learn that. You can start to learn that by setting up some kind of framework and then repeating it and getting a feel for what happens, right? So there we go. There we go. What else do we got in the wind? There's a knife and a sail. A disc has a knife and a sail, right? So right now, where am I at? I'm here. Right now, the disc, the knife of the disc is pointed at the wind. You're the wind, right? As the knife disappears, we start to get a sail effect, right? And here, if this is the wind, this is a sail and it's going to move, right? So we have the knife and the sail. Knives cut the wind, hold their position. Sails do what sails do and they move. If you throw a flip, have you ever thrown a flip and it lands like on the fucking couch over there? Right? By the way, that's 8 yards away. Maybe 7. It's good, it's a good ways away, right? You can throw a flip and have it land on the couch 7, 8 yards away because of the sail, right? When we're throwing vaults, we want to present the knife to the wind so that it goes up and down and it doesn't get affected. I can put the wing up if the knife is to the sail, or if the knife edge is to the wind, and the wing won't be affected. And it'll just go up and down based upon the angle. If, on the other hand, I throw my vault toss with the wing up a little bit, show a little bit of sail to the wind, I'll throw that shit, it'll wind up way the fuck out there. It'll wind up on the couch, right? On the other hand, if I'm throwing downwind, the wind is from the camera, and I show a little bit of this sail here in my vault toss, right? I'll throw it up and the wind will beat it down, right? So there's a knife edge and there's a sail when it comes to the disc. And you want to make sure that you're presenting the piece of it that you want. And that works in tandem with that headwind, tailwind thing and the spin and the wing. So something I'd like to kind of talk about. Frisbees are really complex, man. They're a gyroscope, right? They're a ball or a missile object, right? They're a thrown object, and they're a wing. They're like nasty physics, man, right? Computing and rationalizing, intellectualizing what a Frisbee does is there are very few people who are going to do it, man. You just can't do it. You don't know what the lift and thrust, or there is no thrust, what the lift coefficient is on a slowing down wing, right? You don't know how stable, how many revolutions per minute is required to keep the disc stable. You don't know that, right? Fucking a lot of Z's, man, a lot of spin. That's what we need to know, right? Ooh, this angle does this. This wind direction does that. Those are the things we need to know, right? And you can't know them until you do them and experience them, right? And we experience them all the time in our freestyle round, but we experience them in such diverse conditions and diverse situations, and everything's always different. So we can't figure out what the hell we're doing. We put it in a framework, we mess around with it, we gain the experience, right, required to know what's happening. And then when we know what's happening, when I start talking about all this weird shit, you'll be like, oh, hell yeah, dude, that totally does do that, right? Oh my God, that's why it does this. Yeah. So that's why I think you want to approach throwing as if it is as if it is an exploration rather than a goal, especially the wind. All right, there you go, wind. How's that, Sage Paw? How's that? I think I did a lot. I think I did a lot. Anybody else have any other throwing stuff? I might do some juggling. And of course, we have to have CupCake come in. Have to have CupCake come in. Patrons get access to class, just saying. Oh, tip your dog trainer. Patreon is my only permanent gig, right? That is my only steady income. I hustle for the rest of it. Become a patron, man. Do it. Do it. It's cool. We'll have fun in class. We meet 3 times a week. You don't have to meet 3 times a week. There are 3 classes that meet. They go about 2 or 3 hours. They're pretty awesome. You can work in class, right? I'm now working in class. That's so exciting. The ability to do a jam session. As a matter of fact, let me do that real quick. Let me pull up a video so I can go grab a little bit, so I can go grab something to drink, but let me pull up a video of jamming outside, right? It'll be about a 1-minute video. I just need to run in for a sec. Let's see, we'll do the stances. It's an excerpt from a live stream. King, you want to go play some Frisbee? Oh, wait, let's do this officially. Boom. So, King and I are going to go do some flat work. Let's go, handsome. Man. Right, this here versus this. You can see him shift. You can see him shift each time. And did I make it? It might be the thing that is necessary for you to get your dog to flip. Yes, good man. Out. Right, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Make sure I kill the music. Yeah. All right, juggling refresher. You guys got it. So If you guys want to follow, you can do it. You'll need 3 discs, but we're going to start with 1. Right? You'll need 3, but we're going to start with 1. All right, and what we're going to do with that disc is we're going to throw it back and forth, boom, pow. See, I missed that throw coming back. I want to be able to throw back and forth super reliably, right? So that I can watch you. I'm sorry. Oh, see here. So I can watch you and know that I'm catching the disc, right? I should be able to close my eyes, right? I should be able to throw it high and have it come down in that hand, right? This is something that we might want to work on from that Apex thing from a while ago. It's good practice, right? We just want to be able to do that. The key is that the throw is clean, not wobbling. So the left hand, you'll see the left hand wants to wobble and the left hand wants to be crooked. Don't let it be. Both of them need to be beautiful and clean. Boom, pow. All right, and before we move on, something you can do is to allow it to fall down and pop up, right? As you catch it, pop it up. Boom, right? And kind of get used to that. You can go left hand pop, you can go right hand pop, right? Hopefully you can see that, boom. That as I catch it with the left hand, I'm popping it up. As I catch it with the right hand, I'm popping it up, right? That's going to be an important move as you move on. But just get this nice and solid so it's super clean. Go do dog stuff, right? Put it away. Think about it. Coach happens between the reps. So we can do, let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So I'll do 10. And now I'll evaluate what happened, right? Now the coach can come on the field. The coach has no business on the field while you're doing your work, while the athlete is doing the work. Maybe the coach says, you know, tighten that shit up, Watson, right? Maybe the coach says something like that. But outside of that, the coach isn't there instructing and asking what's wrong. So next step, after we do dog stuff, take a break, think about it. Let the coach come in and evaluate what happened. We're going to go 1, 2, catch. 1, 2, catch. Your left hand is going to be shitty, and you're going to try and pass it. It's not a pass. It's throw 1, throw 2. 1, 2, catch. 1, 2, catch. 2, 1, catch. 1, 2, catch. 2, 1, catch. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. You probably noticed that one of them, 1, 2, 2, 1. One's going out and one's going out further. I think it's going to be a very organic experience for each individual juggler, right? It's going to be more comfortable to throw from outside in. Anyway, everybody's going to have that differently. If you notice it, that's great. If you don't, that's great too. Doesn't matter. So we have 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. And we can take this one to the bounce, right? Ba-boom, boom, boom, right? Ba-boom, boom, boom. You can see that bounce. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, that's hard. Boom, boom. It's hard to make the throw and bounce. That's not a bad thing to work on, I don't think. Anyway, You can fuck around with that. Go do dog stuff, coach comes on the field, right? Go back to 1. Make sure it's beautiful and clean. You should be able to have a conversation with somebody. You should be able to do, you know, whatever while you're making this throw. You know, I'm throwing high, I'm looking directly at you. I know exactly where that thing's going to go, right? I've got it. Boom, pow, boom. Go back to it. Go back to that. Get to 2. 1, 2, 2, 1. Awesome. Go do dog stuff there. And then when we go to 3, you hold 2 in your strong hand, in your starting hand, right? And it's 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. Right? And the 1, 2, 3 catch, don't do anything more than that. Get 10 in a row. That was 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, catch. 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, catch. 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, catch. 6 in a row. 7, 8, 9, 10, right? I've juggled 10 times perfectly, right? If I do this pattern and it hits the ground, I haven't juggled. If you are new and learning and it's always landing on the ground, you haven't juggled. If you 1, 2, 3, boom, you juggled. Yay, check me out, I'm a fucking badass, right? And super important to have that. I like to throw the bottom disc. When you throw 2 discs at once, you throw that like between those 2 fingers, right? So you can throw that quite far and hard. Like I can throw 50 yards with that probably. So that just, you fan those discs out a little bit. You get them fanned out a little bit. Kind of like that, right? You put your index finger between. And then when you start the juggle, you throw the pink one and you throw with that grip. Tock, tock, tock. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And once you got 1, 2, 3 and you've gone and done dog stuff, talk to the coach, hey, you know, that was awesome, or I think I should try this. Maybe you go back to 2. Maybe you go 1, 2, or you do 1, 2. And you practice the initial throw, right, with the bottom, 1, 2. That might be a good exercise. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 1. That 2, 1 with 2 in your hand, not easy. 1, 2. 2, 1. That putting that rush on, I think, probably a good idea. All right. So you got 3. You've gone back to 2, cleaned it up. Maybe you did the 2 with 3 discs in your hand so you can work on your initial throw, right? Then you go to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch, right? You do 10 of those. And once you're at 6, you're fucking juggling, man. You're a boss. Do it, right? That's it. Some tricks you can do. I like to throw from the outside, so I like to go there and there, right? And I'm trying to exaggerate it. Do 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 do. So you can go under for that throw there. And there, that's kind of cool. I like that. I like to do that. There's a cascade. Cascade is this pattern. Try it again without hitting the light. do, 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 do. This pattern here, right? Should probably work on that. Haven't done it in a while. And I usually do it quickly. If you're wondering how to do it, it's switched. You have two in that hand, and you throw, grab, throw, grab, throw, grab. And I haven't done it in a while. It's a good exercise. So I'll go, so check it out, check it out. I will go, I'll teach myself this using that method. So I'm gonna start with two. I'm pretty confident with the one, right? So I'll go boom, boom, pow, boom, pow, boom, pow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? 1, 1, 2. It's really weird, man. I don't start this. I usually do it out of the fountain juggle. 1, 2. Tough. All right, here we go. 1, 2. I don't know how to catch them. I've never done this. Yeah, there it is. I got it now. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Yep, I got it. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, catch. There it is. 1, 2, catch. 1, 2, catch. 1, 2, catch. And now I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So funny, man. I keep trying to put them in my grip, in my regular grip. I'll show you from this side. 1, 2. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. There it is. 1. Ah, gosh. 1, 2. So don't do that. Don't do that. I should have quit 20 reps ago. I should have quit 20 reps ago. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Catch. There it is. 1, 2, catch. I'm having a problem counting, right? Because it's not 1, 2, 3, catch. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Anyway, from here I should be good to go. Do. Yeah, that totally helped. And that's called a cascade. Right? That's called a cascade. So we have a fountain, 1, 2, 3, catch. And we have a cascade, 1, 2, 3, catch. Fountain, 1, 2, 3, catch. Cascade, 1, 2, 3, catch. Ha! See? See? Do you see? Right? I wouldn't recommend the cascade or the cascade until you're really solid with the other one. I'm gonna fuck around a little bit now. Ooh, let's put on some music. This is awesome. So the other thing, another thing I really like to do is to, no, not that one, not that one, not that one. That one isn't bad. Ooh, let's do this one. All right. So I'm gonna juggle and I'm gonna play around with the music a little bit. So, and I'm just trying to like kind of hit beats and whatnot. Here we go. Right, but you can play around with the music. See you, Cass. Yeah. So when you get stuck passing it, right? That's a Cascade, by the way, right? Ooh, that's interesting. To try and watch it in the. Hang on, I'm gonna watch it in there. Wow, that is like totally brutal. I'm gonna try and juggle watching in there. Oh gosh, no. So Amber, it's important to do the 1-2 and then to repeat with 2-1. 1-2, 2-1. And that 2-1, 1-2, 2-1. And you can bounce the 2-1, 1-2, 2-1. And you can get a feel for that place right there with that left hand, that third throw where you want to pass it. You can get a feel for that lift there to do after the catch. 2-1, 1-2, 2-1, 1-2, 2-1. All right, I think that 2-1 return, really nice. Also to do that 1-2, 2-1. Do. Pretty nice. All right, juggle, 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 juggle. Bang. Oh, come on. I'm going to try it a couple times. Try a couple. Do. Oh. So I have messed around with this a little bit recently, so it's not like, I expect to do it now, right? I totally expect to do it, which is a good thing and a bad thing, right? It's a good thing and a bad thing. So I'm throwing the 3, they're splitting, I'm kicking that one, going up into juggle. All right, I should be able to drop it, go back up into juggle. All right, and some old school stuff. Let's go old school. Here we go. Come on. Oh, that was pathetic. Boom. Come on. Boom. All right, one more. All right, that's it. Juggle done. Juggle over. All right. So juggle, 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 all done. Let's see. I think, you know what? I think it is time. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think it's time. think it's time. All right, I'm gonna play another excerpt of the DojoBot, I think. Frisbee is about the stuff between the tricks, right? You have 36 tricks in a freestyle routine, maybe, if you're lucky. It's a lot of tricks, right? So 36, 32, 36, right? That's pretty routine. Each trick takes anywhere from half a second to 1.5 seconds, right? The actual trick, yeah? So what are you doing for the other minute 30, minute 45? Right? All the stuff happens between the tricks. Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah. Savage little CupCake. Savage little CupCake. Let's make sure this is going to work. Pull, 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 pull. Pull, pull. Hey, CupCake, go. Don't ruin it. It's your big moment. It's your big moment, CupCake. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. All right, here we go. We'll do the catbirds here. CupCake. King. Yes, good man, chill. Dude. Yes, good man. Yes, good girl. What? I can't reach it. You gotta go get it. I got no cookies for you. Yes, ouse. Yes. Whoa, she vicious. Ouse. Yes. Oh yeah, great work, CupCake. Yeah, ouse. Yes. What? Good girl. You ready? Yes, good girl. Oh, look at her. Yes. Whoa, look at her. Let's go. Come on. Yes, you see her? She's like, that shit's dead. Yes, good girl. Yeah, oh, you missed it. Oh. Yes, good girl. House. Yes. Whoa, that's mine. This is mine. Draw mine. Yes. Whoa, that's mine. Let's go this way. Yes, good girl. House. Yes. Ah, King. Dude. King. Thank you. Whoa, look at her. Oh, you missed it. Yes, house. Yes, what? That is great. Yeah. House. Yes, good girl. Wow. Let's get closer. Ready? Yes. Oh, look at her. She's great. House. Yes. House. Come on. Uh-oh, but you missed it. We're not going that way, we're going this way. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes, come on. Oh, so that was too fast, too aggressive. Yes. Yes, good girl, great work. Yar, yar. Yes, ouse. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, good girl. What? You ready? Ouse. Yes. Oh, you ready? Come on. I know what you wanted. Let's go, you ready? Let's go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Am I leaning over? Am I leaning over, ruining it? Ouse. Yes. Come on, hot stuff. Yes, good girl. Get out. Yar, look at her. Ouse. Yes. Uh-oh, come on. Yes, good girl. Whoa. Oh, savage. Savage CupCake into Dojo. You ready? Ouse. Yes. Oh, you missed it. Yes, good girl. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, yay, that was awesome. Wow, that was terrific. Yes. Ouse. You ready? Here, right over here. Oh, you ready? Let's go. Oh, you ready? Let's go. Yes, good girl. Awesome. Whoa, great work, CupCake. Yes, awesome. Good job. Good job. Whoa. You are savage. Ouch, you bit me. You bit me. Oh, savage. Savage into Dojo. Oh, hang on. Let's try again. CupCake. Wait. Yes, good. Good. All right. Whoa. Whew. Totally savage. King, King. Yes, good man. Great work, King. Hey, hey, CupCake, that'll do. I know you're starving. I know. It is totally dinner time. It is totally dinner time. It's okay. All right. What else do we got? We've juggled. We've talked about the wind. We've seen the cake of the cup. The cake of the cup. I'm going with the cake of the cup, not the cup of the cake. But I feel you either way. I feel you either way. Whoa. Whoa. All right. I see you, CupCake. I see you back there. I do. All right. There we go. Bang. Like that, we're back. Turn it that way a little bit. Whoa. Had to open my big mouth, didn't I? There we go. All right. So what do we got? It's 12:13. I don't know. What do you guys got? You guys got anything? Anyone want to hit on any topic in general? Throwing Thursday. We've juggled. Talked about the wind. That's about it. How about that that flip thing, right? Anybody work that? Right? The idea that we toss it up there and just do it over here. So when you're throwing a flip toss, people like do all kinds of weird shit. It literally is just a little tiny toss, right? And we want to be able to control it. So a lot of times when people are throwing a flip or a rebound, they throw like, the target is here and they just like whip it or they push it out there or something weird, right? So if you just hold your hand here, right? So I'm just like, I kind of have my, like a puppet, right? Little forward of you, a little forward of you. And then you can try and make your flip toss. Ha, funny. You can try and make your flip toss go just right up in there, right? And notice that it's just high enough for me to pluck it. Right? I'm not cranking it up in there. Just plucking it. I can make that throw out here. Right? So that would be apex. I'm controlling the apex. The height, the very, very top of it is happening right there. So I control where the apex happens. I can do it here in relation to my body, right? Or I can put it way the hell out there and try and get that apex right there. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. The other way that I can do it is I can turn my hand up and I can make the toss and I can drop it in there, right? And you know, many flip tosses aren't much larger than that, right? So I can adjust, or I can make the landing of it where I want. So I can throw this really high and have it land in that hand, right? Oops, I missed. There we go, right? Throw it really high. Oops. There we go, right? And have it land right in that hand. Or I can throw it, so can you guys see the red stool here? So I can throw it so it apexes here and lands on the red stool. All right, apex is here, lands on the red stool. I could throw it so it apexes here and lands on the red stool. I'll throw it with two hands, or with two discs in one hand. Just short, right? So you want to be able to control that apex here, as well as the result, the result of the apex, right? I'll apex right up there, I'll drop it on that hand. I missed. I got it. Got it. Got it. And if I can do that repetitively, bang, 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 without moving my hand, right? Now I can throw it to my dog. There you go. Yep. Yeah, the interrelationship with that. And Amber, the thing that you learned when your flip toss was challenged to be a juggle toss, all of a sudden your flip toss was like, oh, that's way better, right? And then, you know, you got that and it still sucked, right? And then you got the apex and you're like, oh my God, the apex, fucking A, holy shit, yes, it's so much better. And then you put the apex into your juggle, holy shit. Now the whole thing of juggling, the discs are landing in your hand, in each hand, right? Talk, because you know how to apex to the hand. Super awesome. Yeah, it's exactly what we're doing with the single disc. Super, super cool. All right, what else do we need to hit on? Do we have anything? Did I miss any chats? Did I miss any chats? No? All right. Where is that CupCake? King, you were so good, buddy. King, you were so good. Not even joking. Set him and forget him, the Taoist cowboy. CupCake. CupCake. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you out and about? What are you doing? You're out late. You're out late, young lady. You have a curfew. All right. So I don't have anything else. Do you guys have anything? Do we want to? What else can we hit on? All right. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. You got 3 light bulbs. You better come up with something after that. Nothing like shooting your mouth off, Amber. Whoa, whoa. All right. Well, I think I am about out of here. Pretty cool, not a bad show. Camera's held up. I only have this frickin' monitor though. If I plug in another monitor, everything falls apart. That sucks. That really sucks. But I'll keep monkeying with it. Do something tomorrow morning, maybe 10. Get out there and do some jamming with the dogs. CupCake. CupCake, what are you doing? Hi. Hi, what are you doing, huh? Oh, yeah. Hungry puppy, I know. Starving. You are wasting away, too. She's starving. She really is. She needs to eat. All right, so it was savage in the dojo. There was carnage. I'm going to take off. Thanks a bunch for hanging out during the throwing session. It was pretty cool. We didn't really do mechanics, but that's okay. Yep. We'll see you, Amber. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys soon. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell so you get the notifications and tell other people to show up. We're going to start trying to be a little more, a little more, I guess serious is, I don't really want to say serious, but we'll be a little more on point, hopefully. I want to bring people in and do some interviews and stuff like that, so gotta keep going forward. So play us out with a meme roll. Play us out with that badass meme roll. Where is it? I don't know. Where is it? Badass meme roll number 4. Maybe I'll do meme roll number 10. I'll do meme roll number, no, I'll do, yeah, number 10. Thank you, Amber. See you in class tomorrow. And, I got to thank patrons, too. Do. Prima. Biscuit.